But, you know, there are multiple other plans our opponent could do right now, like in terms of freezes. Freezes could be, I mean, we should have ordered these better. We should have ordered Senna and Lucian better. But, yep, so that's what I mean. Freezes. The freezes have come for me. Hello, Gomez here for the LAN channel again with our deck for you today. This one is actually because I really wanted to try and utilize Battering Ram. So it's called Battering Rally. Let's do this. So as I said, the deck is called Battering Rally. I really want, it's been a concept I've really wanted to use for a little while now. So obviously, Battering Ram, it's got Overwhelm and it's got a really big health pool, right? And obviously every single time it attacks, it's getting +4, +4, +4. So it works really well if you rally, because every single time that you're rallying, so first turn it gets 4, if you rally, it goes for 8. It's slowly but surely getting more and more powerful. So I really have wanted to make a deck which has worked with Battering Ram for a little bit, but I decided to leave off and play with some of the new cards and have fun with that. So let's see how this one does. So obviously the whole purpose here is that we've got things which, so Lucian rallies. He also, which his spell allows you to rally. You've got what's his face, Garen. Once Garen levels, you're rallying every single turn, so it goes over to your opponent's side, you rally and can immediately attack forward. So we're also running other things that when they attack, they get stats. As well as we're running Senna to work with Lucian, just for that level up. Now, what you're going to say to me is, Gomez, you recently put out a Marauder deck. Why are you not playing Marauder in this deck? And to be fair, Marauder could actually find a place in this deck, because obviously every single time you're attacking for it, it's getting +1/+1. But you will only have the 3 of them, because I'm not making the main reason I like playing a Marauder deck is when you're actually making copies of them through Shadow Isle's abilities or through obviously the new P and Z abilities. But the reason why I'm not running things, I couldn't decide what I wanted to get rid of, right? I couldn't decide what I wanted to get rid of to be able to pop him in the deck. So Sifra is in there, great early game, like a great early game stat line, as well as that, like a nice little blocker. We've got Lucian, because obviously this, I said, for the rallies, quick attack, he's such a good turn 2 move. Sharp sight, so many elusives, and so that card is so good for getting you past so many different things. Single combat, just to be able to trade things. I put 1 copy of Katarina in this deck just because late game she's gonna be magnificent. The ability to, if you've already leveled her, to be able to throw her down twice and rally twice, so hit forward and then throw her out, rally, hit forward, and then throw her out again, hit, like with the amount of things where they're getting increased by doing the attacks, and like Battering Ram, it just makes sense to have at least 1 copy of her, because her champion spell isn't really that good. I don't mind running 1 copy of her, because well, she is a loss of tempo in terms of the fact that if you play her on 3 attack forward, she goes back and it becomes like a mana sink of using them. That's the main problem. But a couple of copies of Pursuit as well. Got Senna in there, I said, to work with Lucian. We're actually running Plaza because the ability to trade with what we want to, as well as the fact that when the Battering Ram initially hits bald, giving challenge to that and then attacking forward. So it's going to be a 5-13 when it attacks forward, so you can decide what you want to grab, and also where that, like the overwhelm damage, like making sure that it's going in like as you want it to. Put a Redeem in here. Redeemer's like our main source of draw at this moment in time, like, because there's not very much draw between these 2 regions, so Redeemer's in there actually just for the draw. Whirling Death and Single Combat are kind of our ways of trying to level Garen, so because the quicker we can level Garen, the quicker we can make sure those rallies happen every single turn, as well as the fact that obviously Whirling Death can be used to make sure whatever's in Battering Ram's way dies, so that that overwhelm damage fully goes in. That's another reason why Whirling Death is in here, as well as the fact that obviously, like, you know, Garen could use his judgment if you've got one of him on the board and the other one in hand. Grizzled Ranger just works so well with Grand Plaza that it'd be foolish not to include. Put in this guy just for an additional buff. As I said, this one, every single time he's attacking forward, he's getting buffs. Garen, as I would explain, and one copy of this for the unexpected rally, the unexpected rally when needed. So yeah, because we're doing so many rallies in here, so 1 copy of Shampoo, just because it's unexpected, but that is the deck. So please let me know what you think about it down in the comment section down below. Technically, we are actually running mostly Demacia, so there is call for maybe running Bannerman in this deck. I mean, there's definitely changes that could be made to this deck, right? This is just my initial concept. As I said, I always come up with concepts. The whole purpose of this channel is I come up with crazy, weird concepts. Everyone gets to see them, and we get to kind of like work them out and try and form them into their best show. So basically, I give you an uncut diamond, and then we polish and do all the finishes to make it a better deck. And that's what I love about this community as well. And that's the whole purpose of this channel. We're LAN up. We're working together to make things happen. But anyway, please let me know what you think, as I said down in the description down below. As well as the fact that if you run this, let me know how it goes and want any changes. Also, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you haven't already, I do stream live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. UK time is the schedule that's in, so in case people were wondering. But yes, no, so you want to come catch this craziness live, why not? Feel free to. As well as there is a Discord down below. If you want to join the lovely community that we're making in there, please feel free to. And just honestly, thank you all so much for the support. I do say this basically every video, but thank you all so much for the support. It's been overwhelming, like the amount of views that I'm getting, the amount of like comments. I love all of it. It just reaffirms what I'm doing, and so thank you so much. If you haven't already considered hitting that subscribe button, why not consider it? But until then, let's go and see how this deck. Let's see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Scouts. So they're also going to be running Landmark. So we'll see how this goes. It's probably not going to go well for us, because that is actually a very well-established deck, which is probably going to cause us a lot of problems, right? Probably going to cause us a lot of problems. Maybe I should have got rid of single combat as well. I mean, I got rid of you! I only need one right now, okay? Especially against what I'm up against. I need to make sure that I've got units on the board, right? I need to make sure I've got units on the board to defend myself. So we immediately go forward there. I don't mind this trade-off. It's as long as I can stop that from having challenge, because once that has challenge with misfortune, like it actually adds potential problems. I honestly don't mind this trade-off. Our opponent taking like all the decisions. There we go. Right, so bear in mind that we are running. This is normals. We're not on ranked, so that's another something to remember. Okay, there's our battering ram. So the fact that we can get this out soon is nice. We've got no move. We've got no move this turn. Whether or not our opponent's got a move, we'll find out. But we've got no move this turn. Potentially they could go for Valor. Like if they throw Valor out right now, that's 4 damage on my core, and there's literally nothing I can do about that. They do like to make their decisions. I don't know. This is my waiting. Okay, right. Ooh, I mean 3 damage. Go for it. Can't do it. So their hand must have quite top heavy stuff as well. The fact they didn't really have anything to play, like they kind of felt forced into this move because they were just like, or I kind of want to play something so that I can attack forward with it. I mean, they're still taking their time with the decision to attack forward with it. They might have disconnection. They might have disconnection problems. I need to stop badgering them for taking too long, because I know for a fact that when I'm streaming, I take a significant amount of time when I'm streaming, right? So there it is, plaza on plaza action. I mean, the problem is right now that they've actually got like such an advantage right now, right? They've got such an advantage because they've gone straight into the attack turn. We could throw something down like Senna, but as I said, like they could throw down the scout minion, the forecast scout minion. Oh, or apparently their hand is far bigger than even that. Throw down Senna. Throw down Senna. I mean, admittedly, I should have probably waited, but I really want to be getting this guy on the board. I mean, I could have got this guy on the board this time. Oh my God, it's because he's like us. He's got multiple landmarks. He's got multiple landmarks. I mean, admittedly, he could have still thrown that down. I mean, okay. Could have still thrown that down, I guess. Right, okay, we go.
Victory lies ahead.
Victory lies ahead. So we do have a sharp sight, and we also do have a whirling death, as well as the fact this guy's going to be going up to 5. He's just got all the landmarks.
Purity and
I mean, we take that out because like I said, our guy's going up to 5 attack, so we take that out. And I mean, I don't mind that trade-off. I'll take. Oh, he's got 3 landmarks. He's got 3 landmarks on us. So whatever he plays Quinn, and like 2 things come down significantly. But there it is, significant buffs. Right. So right now we do still have to shop. I feel like we've just got to play landmark right now, right? Because we might as well go for the biggest buffs we can on the battering ram. Because you know, I saw it. Potential rally from our opponent as well. Potential rally move. So going for the grabs. So that dies. We could actually throw Whirling Death, because Whirling Death would actually be counter here. So Whirling Death does at least mean that both of our sides of the field are done. So I honestly don't mind that trade-off. So he does actually keep Valor alive through doing that as well. So as much as actually, I'm thinking, do I play the Redeemer to get draw, or do I feel like we just make sure Quinn dies? I mean, obviously they could have a sharp sight themselves, but I feel like we just try and make sure that Quinn dies. Because I mean, okay, like Valor lives and he gets to attack forward again with Valor, and he couldn't even have the Valor spell. Right? They could actually have the Valor spell, which would be problematic, but I feel like we've got to go for that. So 5 damage directly on my core. As I said, they've got the advantage here. We can play Battering Ram next turn and start, because I think if it is that, yeah, there we go. So 5 damage. I'm so glad he did not have the Valor spell. I did not need 10 damage on me right then. Right, so Battering Ram. Oh, 2 Battering Rams. We can't use the other one at the moment, but 2 Battering Rams right now. Their health stat is just so good, especially when it comes to Misfortune or something along those lines. So we just go, whoop. Might as well force that up, because that is Grant, so that stays on them now. So they're going to be at 4 damage. So yeah, there we go. I mean, we could actually, we should have single combated. Oh, mistakes were made there. We should have actually gone for the single combat, because that was actually a wise move. Okay, so he's going to be grabbing... Right, so if we throw Garen out, he grabs Garen to... Actually, I feel like we just throw out the other Battering Ram. We do have a single combat. So single combat to kill Misfortune is not bad. That's fine. I'm assuming that he's got like a rally move. I'm assuming there's a rally move in here. Otherwise, like, why would he go for this move? So we go with trying to kill her. We go potentially shot. Oh no! Don't you do this to me! Don't you do this to me when this is landmark on landmark action! I can understand it though. I mean, the second Misfortune was dead, it was done. Game's over. I mean, somehow that was actually a full-on meta deck as well. Okay, so Puff Cap Foundry. Or at least the idea here is just to get loads of Puff Caps in the deck, level up Sej, and like you've got what's his face in there, Ezreal in there as like the little backup. I mean, I need my rally abilities right now. I've got both of these things, but I need my rallies. Or at least Landmark. Like, Landmark's not bad. If I can get Landmark down on 3, I'm actually in an okay position. Literally no turns for either of us. Foundry drops for our opponent. So the thing is like that, I could play this, because then at least it's an attack forward. But no part, actually no, I mean, although that is our only form of draw, right now, we kind of need to be, I mean, because they're giving us draw, right? They're giving us draw, so we could play the, I feel like we could play this going into a rally as well, or we could play, I mean, I'm gonna go with the, I don't know, we're going with the safe move. The safe move is playing this, because even if he targets it, we can go again anyway. This is why it's the safe move, but a big part of me was massively considering this. I don't mind that trade-off if he does it. I mean, we go again anyway. Either way, if he does that trade-off or he doesn't, we go forward again anyway. So I feel like our opponent's drawn really bad. Okay, so he does that. We have got a single combat ability as well. And we immediately go forward with both of these. And then single combat to finish the job. I feel like that is... I bet that is the plan. Though we kind of maybe want single combat to deal with Teemo or Ezreal. So... feel like we just do this. Potential another troll chant, but if we can force that additional troll chant out of our opponent, I don't mind. Like, if I'm forcing our opponent to use multiple things, especially, I want to be using spells while Puffcat Peddler's not on the board. If Puffcat Peddler's not on the board, I don't mind those burst speed spells coming, because it just means that, at least on the plus side, he might be buffing his deck through this, but I'm not having the problem with, like, the big men. There's Teemo. We do still have single combat, as I say, so we do have to counter that way. We could actually also throw out Katarina to get out the our thing as well. I mean, I feel like we need to throw Katarina out rather than throwing this, because we want to do as many moves as possible, because we're starting to draw too many cards in the hand. So Katarina, this, so he's gone with that. So we've got to go with the single combat move first. We've got to go with the single combat move first, because we need that to be like potential. Obviously, target to get rid of this could happen, but anything that we can do to force our opponent's mana down. Yeah, so that is his last troll chant as well, by the way. That is our opponent's last troll chant. So we can no longer use like her attack right now. We might as well wait. Might as well wait until the next turn. We could throw this guy out, or we could throw you out. And so I feel like we go big. We go wide on this board. We could even wait and let the mana happen so that we've got the pursuit, so that we can Battering Ram. Because Battering Ram is quite hard to remove. Obviously, they could have... Battering Ram is quite hard to remove. I mean, I wish I had more things on the board right now that was working with that. But Battering Ram and then into a Pursuit. I feel like... I mean, we could have thrown Lucian and Senna down. And we've actually got multiple Sennas. That actually would not have been a bad plan either. But I'm gonna go like this. While we haven't got as many shrooms in our deck, I don't mind doing this bold, ballsy move. We keep you back because obviously, like, you know, he could still trade with these ones. He's going big onto that. Frostbite? Potential Frostbite. I'm assuming Frostbite. I'm assuming the Frostbite hits there. Otherwise, like, okay, it's okay. So then we go Pursuit. I mean, I would love to have this guy on the board as well while this is all going on, but the problem is it's because he was running Ezreal, and I thought there was going to be a significant amount of target. We haven't seen too much target come out of our opponent, so we just go again, because it is now mean this is going to be 8 attack. We wait for our opponent to make some decisions. But yeah, we just go forward again. Because bearing in mind, we do actually have a lot of like other like rally moves in our deck. We know for a fact that we do have. So he's going with buffs. So we've got to go fast now. Gotta go fast because we know that he's going for buffs. So immediate attack forward again. Attacking forward here. Might as well get that up to 8 damage, just because it is forcing our opponent to be like, I need to do something about this. I can't just let this continue. So. Whoop. There we go. So got what you get, like, you know, potential Senna into Lucian. Also got a Sharp Sight as well. I mean, Sharp Sight does help against Teemo, so I mean we can throw that out, and still get the Sharp Sight. So
carved from the
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I honestly don't mind that. So throw Senna out.
Of light don't fear the dark.
Throw Senna out.
Conquest.
I mean, even if he grabs this, even if he grabbed, I mean, out of all of them, that was probably like the least one. I mean, I guess that he wanted to make sure that Sej was going to live. Okay, fine. I'll take it. So we can do a little bit of damage into her because we're not going to be able to kill her. But what we can do is we can at least kill Teemo, so that we're not getting that. I mean, we could do this so that we're killing Sej, might end up being the smart plan, but I really want Teemo to die. Teemo's death, I feel, is more important. So we've got... So the thing is, if we throw you out and attack forward, we actually could get a rally off of Katarina next turn, but or Katarina next turn. But the thing of it is that if they've got any removals that just remove her next turn, then that plan kind of gets ruined. But we played that on the board right now, so we've got both Senna and Lucian on the board. So if he kills one, then the other at least gets buffed. Pursuit, the fact that we've actually got the rally coming through there as well. I mean, we do this because we want to give ourselves the multiple options. We want to give ourselves the multiple options, but basically we attack forward, she goes back in hand, and we can rally again. Obviously, there's which could of course, but you know, there are multiple other plans our opponent could do right now, like in terms of freezes. Freezes could be, I mean, we should have ordered these better. We should have ordered Senna and Lucian better. But, yep, so that's what I mean. Freezes. The freezes have come for me. But we can rally again. Okay, that's the one thing that I think in my head is that I can rally again.
Show them our teeth.
So, that's what I mean. We did this wrong, but Lucian at least levels. So Lucian levels as well is important to remember.
Fly away while you can.
So Lucian levels. Okay. I mean, that puts Senna in a precarious place, which is quite nice. But obviously that does mean that we then don't level Demacia. So we can throw this dagger in here. Just so that Sejuani's dead. Just so that Sejuani's dead. I mean, admittedly, we've got a lot of elusive damage coming at us. We need to basically have sharp sight. Like, we need to top deck sharp sight to have like a really good chance here. So basically, we do that. We lose there, but we go forward again. So we lose Senna. We lose Senna, but she at least takes out Sejuani with her. Okay, and now we go forward again. And I mean, Teemo. Teemo dropping with that attack. And I'm not gonna lie, this is now scary times, but we've got to go forward again. We've got to at least give it a go. So attack forward again. So I mean, actually, I was not expecting him to kill this, because I mean, it is more attack elusively. I mean, obviously, I guess he knows that what you get, Teemo is going to start, like, I mean, he hasn't actually got that many shrooms in my deck. I mean, he only got 5. Yeah, he got 5. I mean, okay, right, but he does know that does mean that everything's out of my side right now. Everything's out of my side. It is fully. We've got draw, but I mean, if only it was a standard Teemo. And we don't have sharp sight. Right, so he goes. So feel like we throw Senna out again. I feel like we need to throw out as many things as possible. He's trying to make me deader, but we can do this move. So if he kills one of them, we do have the rally move again. I mean, part of me's like, do I just play this? Okay, so he goes for the kill there. And he goes for the get excited there. So on the plus side, I mean, that he does realise that does mean that he doesn't actually kill Lucian, because now, no, Lucian actually goes up in health. So that move, rookie mistake, my friend, rookie mistake. You should have done that the other way round. You should have done that so that you did the Mystic on the one with 2 health and then the get excited. But you know what? That's why they just conceded, because they knew that they did the misplay. But it's an easy misplay to make if you're not paying enough attention. But that worked. Lee and Zed. We've not seen this combination in a long time. This is like the old school. I mean, obviously, like, Zed's kind of been replaced now by Zoe. But I'm not saying that Zed's a bad move at all. Part of me wants to keep this for trying to remove Zed from the board early. This is definitely stupid, and I should have kept this, but it's like a two damage removal spell that could kill Zed. Yeah, but I do. But That's been like literally just like you haven't really. Zed kind of got replaced in that deck, as I say, so it's a bit unexpected, but it's probably still strong. It's probably still strong because obviously Zoe and what's his face is strong and Lee's strong, so it's probably still as strong as it ever was.
Don't get in my way.
I just haven't seen it in so long. So if we attack forward, I mean Hush, even if he uses Hush, still doesn't get him past this. I'm assuming that he's going to look for the, what's his face, right? He's going to look for the Serpent.
And here's where
He's going to look for the Serpent so that next round he can deal with Lucian. Little does he know that we've got Whirling Death, but my assumption is Serpent. He could, because the thing of it is, he could throw down Zed and Serpent, and I haven't really got much counter for both. So Zed and Serpent is a really devastating move. I mean, I could throw down Cloudfield just so I've got a little bit of defense on the board so I could defend against. Oh no! Okay. So throw down that just to have a little bit of defense, but we do still keep our Whirling Death move open. So as we're keeping the Whirling Death move, but he could have got the 0 cost challenge me, in which he then uses with Mentor of the Stones. Like that is the legitimate move, right? That he throws down the the Serpent, buffs it so that it becomes like 3 health and 4 attack. No, oh no, yeah, he didn't get. Okay. So we know that we've got this. We know that we've got this potential Hush. And potentially, actually, what he could have found in that could be the silence, right? The eternal silence of damnation. So that is also a possibility. But we know that we've got the pursuit. We know that we've got a rally here as well. So that's why we know that we've also got Whirling Death if worse comes to the worst. So we have a number of options. Okay, so that's what he found. It's okay.
Room for doubt.
So we go forward. Because we know that we've got Whirling Death, so if he throws this in front of this, Whirling Death is an option.
Hold still.
Oh, I mean,
this is not the way.
It's not what I expected, but I'll take it. So I could rally now, and that actually gets that past this killing it this turn. Obviously, Hush gives it still potential, but I feel like we go for the rally here. I feel like we go for the rally and attack forward this again, just so that it goes up in that thing, and it's harder for our opponent to deal with, right? Because I mean, they need to have Hush, like they need to have Hush in order to deal with this. Either that or Power Cascade. But yeah, again, it's. I mean, that was a lot of damage for our opponent to take that round, and we've got a Shampoo. I mean, or do we throw Senna down this turn? Like, we could go with this. We could go with this. It's a ballsy move. It's a ballsy move. But do we do it? I mean, I guess it depends on what our opponent plays, right? Because I mean, we could play Senna, and then that could open up rallies with Lucian. Like if we play smart with it, and it also means that we have more mana. So we go into next turn, go for an attack, and then. I mean, I feel like if our opponent doesn't do anything, we just pass. I honestly think that's the smarter move. If our opponent doesn't do anything, we just pass. Oh, no, there now.
Keep your head down, okay?
So grant elusive, which is fine. I mean, actually, we could take the hit. I feel like we take the hit.
In the field.
I feel like we take the hit and then attack forward, immediately attack forward, and then Shampoo rally. I feel like that is the plan. We could actually kill Senna off right now. Just to piss Lucian off. But I haven't got. It's not like I've got Thibiji, is it? It's not like I've got. We just take it. It's not like I've got. What was I gonna say? Like, I feel like the open attack is the better move. So, whoop.
Chance to run.
I was gonna say I didn't have like Whirling Death or something, but look, he's going up to 8. We can attack forward with him again. We actually still have room for a Whirling Death if needed. We've got a Sharp Sight. I mean, No wonder this deck is no longer used. I joke, but I mean, still dead. We could actually still sharp sight, or we could sharp sight or whirling death to get past that. Still dead. The stun. Okay, so the stun makes it less of a good move, but we could actually still use this. Potential hush now. We use this, and then we immediately shampoo and go forward again, right? So, so our opponent gets a thing. I mean, deny is obviously an option that our opponent can use. But shampoo directly on top of this, and then the immediate attack forward again. Ah!
Extend your senses.
Extend your senses. Well, my friend, extend them to the grave. Shampoo rally. Okay, so this time we attack fourth with Senna first and then go into Lucian, because then the double attack happens if he puts this move here. Oh! Oh! Shame! Shame. It's a damn shame is what that is. Shame! Oh, that was good. That was actually, I wanted to see what was going to happen there as well. But Demacia with Freljord, but no champions. What are you playing? Demacia with... What are you playing in this? If I was playing this combination, what is my goal? Potentially Iceborne Legacy on something? Or, what do you call it? Freljord Landmark, the random champion one? What is my plan here? If I was doing this, what would I be trying to do in that combination with no champions? Yetis? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what this is at all. Like, this has thrown me like for a loop of not knowing what the hell is happening. But you know what? I respect it. I respect it so much. Lucian drop next turn. Lucian drop next turn. It's not too bad. I mean, it feels like... I feel like this deck runs Avalanche. Like, I feel like their deck runs Avalanche. So if we throw Lucian down, we've got an immediate open, and then we've got Sharp Sight to protect him. I don't know. I honestly don't know what this is that I'm up against. I'm scared. Scared, which is scared, but also think it's hilarious. So, I don't know. I just don't know. So it's an elite deck. It's an elite deck, but it's not running Garen. Because obviously normally you'd think an elite deck runs Garen, because I mean, why would you not run Garen in an elite deck? Like, what is the other plan? I mean, is it the same guy that I've got? The guy that every single time he attacks forward, he gets more stats, but you want to start buffing him up immediately? Like, okay, so now we're starting to see the start of elites. We're starting to see the start of elites. Okay. Much confused, but as I said, I do also massively respect. Oh, why did I attack forward then? For some reason, I thought it was my opponent's turn. My opponent's attack turn. That was misplaced hell, which is basically that means that they can now. Right, so they're gonna be grabbing Lucian. So we do have a sharp sight. I mean, that was a misplay on my part, like massively there. Like I mean, I don't. It could have grabbed. Which it could have grabbed that. Okay, right. So let's recover. Let's recover from the foolishness that we've just done. So throw out the scout minion. Throw out the scout minion. But yeah, no mistakes were made then, because we actually had like a significant attack that we massively abandoned. Right. So I'll let you go first. He potentially trades here because he's actually got a good trade with that, yeah. But that does now mean that you're easier to kill. I need to kill this guy. I need like single combat or something to kill that guy, right? So if I throw you out, we could actually at least level you so that that's a thing. But also Garen's not bad either. But I actually want to go. I'm actually gonna go with this plan. I'm gonna go with this plan. throw one knife into this guy, just so that he knows. So, gonna do that. Keep Lucian back because anything that dies kind of helps him. So, you died there. Katrina's going back into my hand. So she's now leveled. So every single time that we play her, we're rallying. So that's okay there. That's now easier. That's now easier to kill. I feel like he's going to be grabbing Lucian again. Like next turn, he grabs Lucian again with this. We need to. I mean, we could actually just throw this dagger directly into his core because I mean, he hasn't actually got a lot of life. So direct dagger to core. Oh, there's the life. I mean he's coming back into it, but potentially direct dagger to core so that we are forcing our opponent to know that they're very vulnerable right now. Because I mean, the reason I didn't throw the dagger in here is because it's not like when you throw her out again, she makes another dagger and we could kill that. So we do have a redeemer ourselves. We also have oh, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's what this deck does. Okay, that's what this deck does. Now I understand. So if we throw, right, so basically what we can do is he's going to grab you. So we need something that's got 4 attack to be able to Whirling Death. We don't really have many things. I mean, obviously we can throw Garen out, but the problem is that he then probably grabs. Actually, no, actually, because if we throw Garen out, we can no longer use Whirling Death. We leave it. We let our opponent do their attack, and then we make our decisions from there. Okay, so he actually didn't want to grab anyone. Okay. Okay, so this might end up being very, very, very stupid, but that guy needs to die. So Whirling Death on top of that guy does kill him. I feel like we need to get rid of that, so that leaves us on 1, and then we could. I mean, actually, we actually level Lucian here, which is not too bad, right? And then we use this move to kill this guy because I honestly think. Actually, I feel like this is a problem, but it's a problem I'll deal with later. So immediate there. We can also go forward with Katarina. We can also, I mean, a big part of me is thinking, do I just use this? We have just leveled Lucian right there. So a big part of me is like, do I use the Redeemer? Or do we just go balls to the walls insane? Because even a sharp sight, it does mean they're still going to be dying. Right, I feel like we just go, you know what? We go balls to the walls and we just go for this. We just go instant. We just go whoop. A bit of this sharp sight is the biggest problem we have. But yeah, I mean, we just go. I mean, it worked again. I mean, when that works, when you just got to go forward, it does work for that purpose. So that was the Battering Ram deck, or which it Battering Rally deck. As we didn't get to see too much of the Battering Ram, but I do like the idea that I want to be able to work with it. So I might come up with more concepts around it. But this was just this first initial take. Obviously, it can work really well with the just attacking forward and rallying, like the ability just to put the pressure on your opponent. I would say it's not a deck that I prefer to run personally, because personally I like a deck where I've got loads of cards in my hand and can work plans out, because obviously that's the problem with this deck, is there's not much draw in it. So once you, like any standard aggro deck, once you use all your cards, that's it. You've got no, there's no plan B. But yeah, but it's still an interesting concept for that. So I do like that. But please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. If you run this deck, let me know how it goes. If you make any alterations to this deck, let me know what you changed and how it went for you. And also, as I said, you can catch me live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. As well as the fact that obviously there is the Discord link down below. All links down below, by the way. UK time in terms of those times when I'm streaming. And yes, I don't know what else. All I have to say is thank you all so much for the support. If you enjoyed yourself, why not consider hitting that subscribe button? Until next time, bye! Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Say anything from you. Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.